Suicide door, brand new bag. College girls, give a nigga head in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, the bitch they hate, and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, clothing got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Janelle and welcome back to Janelle's Journal. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to do the right thing by subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking on the notification bell just right below you guys. Anyways, today's topic is going to be about bullying. I know it's a very serious issue or a very serious topic because reason being why I'm saying this, if you guys are very well aware of what's going on around you, especially if you're up to date with social media news. There was a young girl who was like, I don't know how old she was, but I think she was 16 if I'm not mistaken. She was going through cyberbullying and she ended up committing suicide. So then I realized that, you know what, since I've been through a similar situation, why don't I take some of my time to inform you teenagers out there who need, guidance on how to handle and tackle this bullying issue. Because reason why I'm saying this, in this time and age of, our generation, it's unfortunate that our generation has gone through a lot of that. I know when you ask your parents and you sit down and talk to them, they'll tell you that, we never went through, bullying wasn't really as much as, or as really as aggressive as how it is now. But at some point in time, yes, they did go through that bullying. But now we're going to talk about what is bullying. So right here I have my laptop. Gonna be me talking to you, also referring to an article or a web page that I've opened on my laptop, which has summarized information of what bullying is. So to get right into it, we're going to define what bullying is. So according to this article that I opened on my laptop, it says bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior among school-age children that involves a real perceived power or imbalance. I'm not sure if you guys noted a key word from that sentence. It says aggressive behavior. I'm sure you guys know what aggressive means. I mean, come on, if you guys don't know English, I mean, seriously. So aggressive means something that's kind of violent, not necessarily kind of violent, but very violent. Let me just say that. Very violent, and it's out of control. And reason why I'm saying this is that it also mentions something to do with perceived power. When you're fighting with someone, there has to be a victim. There has to be the one who's victimized and the actual person who's taunting that person. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated. Do you hear that? I mean, has the potential to be repeated. I mean, okay, let's stop right there. Over time, both kids who are bullied and kids who bully others may have serious lasting problems. I mean, serious lasting. Do you hear how this article put it? I like that because, serious. People, don't take this bullying thing seriously. And just before I forget, I'm gonna tell you guys my bullying experience at my previous high school. I'm sure you guys know, most of my viewers right now are mostly from my high schools. From my first high school and my second high school, the one I transferred to. So I'm going to elaborate on what kind of bullying I was going through and what actually did happen, because I know some people may think that, I was lying about it, but I'm telling you how my experiences about how I handled situations. Yeah, we'll come to that, but for now, we're just gonna read out a source and what it says. I don't want it to seem like I'm the one who's saying all of this, guys. It's the internet. You can actually, see that I'm reading from the internet. By the way, I'll post the link of the page that I'm reading from on the description below, so that you guys can check it out at your own time. So just to continue, it says, in order to consider bullying, the behavior must be aggressive and include an imbalance of power. An imbalance of power, it also says that kids who bully use their power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity, to control or harm others. So you may find out that the person who's bullying you may know that, okay, this girl, she's shy, she's dumb, she doesn't do well in school, or they identify your weakness and they use it against you. And if y'all get what I mean, but like, yeah, it's kind of like sort of that, kind of situation. But continue. Power imbalances can change over time and in different situations, even if they involve the same people. I mean, yeah. So the second bullet point says that repetition. Bullying others happen more than once or have potential to happen more than once. Y'all are looking at a person who has gone through serious bullying. I know you guys, people who are watching this video may think, okay, this girl, she ain't talking rubbish, but like honestly, from the experience I'm going to tell you guys, I'm sure you guys are going to be crying and say, you didn't have to go through all of that. I mean, most people who know me, who've personally interacted with me, know the kind of person I am. I'm not the type to be harassing people. I mean, like, yeah, but just so before I talk too much, let me just read the article out for you guys, and then from then on I'll get to have a discussion about my life, how I handle this bullying situation. And yeah, so to continue, it says bullying includes actions such as making threats, spreading rumors, attacking someone physically, verbally, and excluding someone from a group or purpose. So bullying has 3 types, right? So the types of bullying, we have verbal bullying, we have social bullying, and we also have physical bullying. So verbal bullying is saying or writing mean things about someone. So that includes teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, and threatening to cause harm. I mean, when you threaten someone, let me give you guys an example. If you're threatening to go kill someone, you're threatening them on the basis that they know sensitive information about you and you don't want people to know that about you. So if we put that scenario in this case, it's sort of like a similar situation, but it's not a life-threatening because, like I'm saying, it affects your emotion. What someone said or wrote about you literally affects your emotions. That's how serious I mean to say, like, yeah. I hope it makes sense now. So like verbal bullying includes teasing, like, making fun of a person, like I had mentioned earlier, like, when a person identifies your weakest points and then they use that against you. Name calling. Oh yeah, hey you loser, what's up? Like, you okay? I mean, look at your pants, they're so torn. Like embarrassing someone in front of a public, like in public or in front of other people and tons and millions of people. Or imagine like a school has 700 students and you're being humiliated in front of those 700 students. I mean, like, honestly, how do you think you would have handled that situation? I mean, like, yeah. Inappropriate sexual comments, like saying, oh yeah, that girl. Okay, I can't say, I don't know, because I haven't been through that. Taunting, when someone in grade 3 is taunting a grade 1 student just because you're new and you don't know nothing about the school, and they trying to scare you off just because you're new, that's taunting. Ayo, like for example, let's say there's that particular bench you guys go hang out, you as 3rd grade students, and the 1st grade students, they go there because they don't know anything. I mean, they're new. And then you as a 3rd grade student, you go to those grade 1 students or 1st grade students and be like, hey, yo, excuse me, we hang out there. I mean, how do you expect those children to know that you hang out there? Because, like, that's their first day of school, and then you try to chase them out, and then you say something mean to them, and then, they end up being humiliated in front of those people watching, and then they end up leaving. I mean, that's taunting. And then threatening to cause harm, do something bad to someone. I'm sure you guys know what threatening means. I don't have to explain that. Anyways, so our next item is social bullying. And I'm sure you guys know what socializing is. So from the word social, it involves people, relationships, friendships, yeah. So that's what it involves. So just to clear your doubts, let me read the definition for you guys. It says, social bullying, sometimes referred to as relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputations or relationships. I can totally relate to this because, like, everything that's going to be read out here, I have gone through all that. But my kind of bullying was kind of a bit of all of this, all of what I'm about to talk to you about. So please pay attention to what I'm about to say, or what I'm about to read. So it involves someone hurting someone's reputation or relationships. Social bullying includes leaving someone out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, and embarrassing someone in public. The last one, embarrassing someone in public. So leaving someone out on purpose. I mean, let's say you're in class, you guys are put into groups. Let's say you guys are in a science lab and the teacher gave you like substances to mix and make chemicals with them, and you guys have been put into groups and you're the only one out who wasn't put in the group. So you are trying to figure out which group you want to go to, and meanwhile people don't want you and these points are kind of linked. And the reason why I'm saying I can relate to this is I'm about to tell you my experience telling others not to be friends with someone because maybe someone badmouthed you and said, oh my god, this girl did this to me, this and this and that. Like, for example, this girl stole my crush. I mean, like, I don't want to talk to her because like she took my guy. Like, dude, like, how do we mix relationship stuff and school stuff? How on earth do you even have the time to do that? Like, tell me about it, sis. Anyways, like, okay, so to get right back into it, spreading rumors about someone. When someone tells lies about you, saying a lot of stuff about you, things that are not true about you, and embarrassing someone in public. Okay, I'm gonna explain these points one at a time. Leaving someone out on purpose, I'm sure I've kind of covered that up. Telling others not to be friends with someone because they did something wrong to you, and you feel like, okay, just because they did that one thing to you, you feel like everyone else shouldn't be that your friend just because of that one mistake they did to you. I mean, like, think twice, my guy. Think twice. We are imperfect people, we make mistakes, and whenever you think you're perfect, you wouldn't hit someone's child. Who do you think you are? Think about it. Like, seriously, think about it. Spreading rumors about someone. So I'm sure you guys know that I went to a high school called Lehigh Academy. If you're living in Gaborone, it's literally in phase 2. That school was very toxic. Reason why I'm saying that is like every day I would hear new rumors about me, people saying things about me. There was a time when I told someone, one of my friends, my close friends I trusted, that I have a crush on a guy. So thing is, sometimes you're too trusting and then you end up telling people all your stuff. So the following morning, I found the whole school knew about it. I'm like, the whole school knew about it? I mean, the whole school, like an entire school of 700 students all knew about it. And we were by the playground. Mind you, this was Form 1. I was like 13. I was new to this whole having crushes thing, so I didn't know who to talk to. And having African parents, you can't talk to them about like, hey mommy, I have a crush on you. They'll be like, my child, you are too young to be talking about boys. Which is true, but like, you're going through that phase, so you have to deal with it. You have to find a way to deal with it. So like, after telling that girl, I literally found the whole school knew about it, and I felt so embarrassed. I think it was at the playground, and then I hear people, Kana, Pangu did this. I heard Pangu likes this guy. I'm like, okay, how did you hear about it? And then I asked them, like, how do you know about this? And then they're like, no, someone told me. And then I'd ask, who was that person who told you? They're like, no, we can't disclose sources. I'm like, sis, please, you better tell me who that person is, because I'm gonna teach them a lesson. I couldn't say that because like I could hear that I was the talk of the whole school, and I had to leave because like I felt so embarrassed. Imagine you trusted someone with that secret of yours, and then they decide to disclose it to people. Like, honestly, guys, think twice before you talk to people about such things. Like, yeah, I was so hurt because like honestly, I'm in Form 1, like, and people are already doing this to me. Like, honestly, yeah, so I mean, honestly, it was kind of very embarrassing. Like, honestly, having to face that person, that guy who found out that I have a crush on him. Like, obviously, when you hear a guy hears about a girl having a crush on them from people, they would want to hear it from the horse's mouth, not from people. So, I mean, also considering the fact that, people just started like hating me, okay? But I'll get right into detail why people hated me. So, okay, spreading rumors about someone. I think I've covered that. Embarrassing someone in public. It's also part of the story I told you guys that I was kind of embarrassed about that whole situation and all that. Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, if you're watching this video and you're going through all of this, please don't think you're the only one who's going through all. We've been there. We know what we're talking about, sis. We know what we are talking about. So, like, yeah, don't be afraid. So this last type of bullying is physical bullying. So it says this involves hurting a person or person's body or possessions. Physical bullying includes hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping or pushing, taking someone's things, making mean or rude hand gestures. So those are the physical bullying, the aspects of physical bullying, the actual actions. So I'll start with the first one. I do that. I'm just going to explain the things I've went through as Janelle. I mean, like, oh yeah, disclaimer. I think I might have mentioned myself with the name Bangu. Yeah, that's actually my first name, but like, due to preference reasons and due to this whole video, and you guys will get to know why I decided to use my middle name, because like, yeah, anyways, I won't get into detail, but I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, my first name is Bangu, but I prefer people addressing me as Janelle. So spitting, I haven't experienced that. Tripping or pushing, no, not really. Taking someone's things, guys, I have a juicy story for you guys. So there was this one day in Form 2, not grade. We don't do grades in Botswana, guys. We don't do grades in Botswana. There was this time in Form 2, so I was doing PE. So after PE, normally we change. Obviously, I mean, you can't go to class with your sweaty clothes that you did PE with. So normally before PE, when I change, I would put my clothes in my bag, and I would pack everything up, and including my shoes, because kind of students are very naughty. You never know what goes in someone's head and what they want to do. Like, you would never know someone's real intentions. Let me just say that. So I put everything in my bag, including my shoes, my pants, my shirt, my everything. Just literally everything, my whole school uniform. So, and then I went and did PE with everyone else, right? So right after the double period was over for the PE lesson, just as I was dressing up, I realized that my pants were missing. My school pants. Can you imagine? So I was asking all the girls in the changing rooms, like, guys, have you seen my pants? People were saying no, they didn't see my pants. And I was like, okay, where could my pants be? Because like, honestly, the last time I left this room, I saw myself putting the pants in my bag. So where would they be? Do my pants have legs to walk with? That's the first question I asked myself. Obviously, I mean, like, because pants can't just go missing like that. So just before I went to my next class, which was an English class, I went to my PE teacher, and then he asked me, why are you wearing these tights? I was like, sir, I can't find my pants. Like, my pants just went missing like that. So I was afraid to ask him to write a note for me. And then, I decided to ask my friends again, those girls, have you seen my pants? They said, no, we don't know where your pants are. So then, okay, fine. So then I gave up. I was like, I don't know where my pants are, so let me just go to class with these tights. There's nothing really I can do. Okay, fine. I go to class. So on my way to class, everyone was not even looking, staring at me. They're like, this girl, she's wearing everything, but she's not wearing school pants. How can that be? So everyone was asking me, what happened to your pants, sis? I'm like, guys, someone stole my pants. And people would start laughing. I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm telling you, my pants are stolen and you guys are laughing. Instead of helping me, you're laughing. Okay. Then I was just quiet. I was like, okay, you know, fine, I'll just have to deal with this by myself since no one wants to help me, right? So I met my best friend, and he came the other day. It was the day he came to write an interview. And then I saw the mother, and then he saw me. That day he came to write his interview, that was the day my pants got stolen, right? So when I was walking towards the entrance going towards the classes, so I see him, he hugs me, then he's like, what happened to your pants? I'm like, people stole my pants. Then he starts laughing. Then I wouldn't wish I were you right now. You're writing an interview to come to a school like this. I don't exactly remember what I said, but I think I said something like, dude, be prepared, this school is just full of stories. And then, yeah, okay, fine. After parting ways, you know, I didn't have a squad then, because like I'm saying, you know, people didn't like me. I don't know why people didn't like me, but you know, I was just there with that one friend that was always there for me, who I'd chill with. Shout out to you, Onelusitedi. If you're watching this video, shout out to you, my girl. Shout out. Anyways, so like I went to her after class, and then like after, you know, school, not after class actually. So I was waiting for my mom there, and then after my mom came, then my mom was looking at me. She could see what something's different about my uniform. Like, okay, she's not wearing pants. Like, what's happening? So then she asks me, Mom, Kante, what happened to your pants? I'm like, Mama, Ghana people stole my pants. Okay. So when I'm expecting my mom to be crying with me, guys, guess what? She's laughing. Like, she's literally, you know, she was literally laughing. She was in tears, like, dude. And I'm like, you're not helping me and you're laughing at me, like, my nigga. Oh. Anyways, so she starts laughing, you know, she's just there, you know, and I'm looking at her like, Ma, Kana, you're laughing at me, and I'm serious, my pants got stolen. I have no pants. Then she asks me again, Bang, what happened to your pants? I'm like, Mama, they stole my pants. That's when it's real. And then I looked like I wanted to cry. Actually, I felt like I wanted to cry, and I did. I think I was at a close verge to just dropping a tear, like, you know, honestly. Because, like, I mean, you come to someone and you tell them your people stole your pants, and then they're laughing at you like it never happened. Like, tell me, nigga, tell me about it. So then I start breaking down. Then my mom sees, then I was like, Mama, I don't have pants. Those were the only pants I had. So get on about. We rushed to Woolworths. We went to buy pants. Like, dude, like, honestly, who on earth would think of stealing school pants? First of all. Second of all, now myself, I have sensitive skin. So whoever, I don't even, you know, up to that day, ever since that day, up to now, I never found those pants. Honestly, I never found those pants. Like, literally, I never found those pants. I never even bothered looking for them, because I knew, okay, wherever they are, maybe, I don't know, kind of, you know, these Africans nowadays, balo. You never know. How can not everyone but so I was like, these pants. So I was like, okay, fine, let them be. I never bothered looking for the pants. So guys, I don't know what had gotten into that person's mind of stealing my pants. And who, if you're watching this video, like, honestly, I wish and hope that your life goes well for you. You know, I wish all the best in your life. Like, you really managed, ne? Anyways, yeah, so that was my experience, guys. You know, having people to steal my pants, you know, having to walk on those tights. Mind you, I'm a girl, and I was 13. I was going through all those changes. Everybody's looking at me, Kanti, this girl. Anyways, guys, so yeah, that was my experience. Even up to this day, you know, so one of you see this experience I told you guys. It's one of the experiences that when I look back and think about it, I laugh, because, like, honestly, why would someone think about stealing your pants? Like, honestly, like, think about it. Pants. Borokgo boko pep. Ha le gore wa sotla ga ona mati. Borokgo boko pep. Ke bokae? Ha ke tse gore borokgo bo teng bo tshidi boko pep. If you think you can afford your lifestyle, go to Woolworths, buy a pair of pens, and stop stealing people's pens. Anyways, so we're going to move on to the next thing. So where does bullying happen? Where does this bullying literally happen? So it says bullying occurs during or after school hours, of which natota, my bullying mostly happens during school hours. Sometimes, okay, after school hours, I wasn't really around in school, so I would go home. So I don't know what it was. If people said things about me I didn't know, I would find out the following day. So mama said this about me. Ooh, So yeah. So most reported bullying happens in school buildings. Significantly, a percentage also happens in places like the playground or the bus. So before I forget, I want to go back to where it says verbal bullying. I get it really, it's saying or writing mean things. Guys, for those who've met me in person, you guys know I have big boobs, right? Yeah, I have big boobs. For those who don't know where I got my big boobs from, they're from my late grandmother, my mother's mother. Up to today, I still don't like my boobs. Not that I've accepted the fact that I have big boobs, but like, it's kind of a difficult situation. I really don't know how to say how I feel about my boobs, because like, honestly, this is a very sensitive issue. So there was this one day I found graffiti in one of the rooms. I don't know if it's room 12 or room 13. It's one of the rooms at the same school called Lehigh Academy. Someone had written graffiti about me having big. I don't exactly remember what they had written, but they wrote something to do with like, hey, I have big boobs. But my boobs are what? But I remember they used to make fun of my boobs. They used to. To those people who were very close with me at Lehigh Academy, if you guys remember that incident, please feel free to throw it out on the comment section below. Please feel free to throw it down on the comment section below. Yeah, and please remind me what exactly happened, because I've kind of a bit forgotten about what exactly happened, about that what exactly was written. But I think it was a time I was what was happening? I don't even remember. But I think some guy was crushing on me. But he wasn't in Botswana, he was in SA. I won't name drop, but like, if he's watching this, he knows who he is. So, okay, fine. Then there was this one day, I don't know what class it was, period, I don't remember what period it was, but after the lesson, something told me to go and check one of the desks, because I think one of my classmates came to me and told me, Ma, I saw your name being written on the desk. I was like, my name on the desk? Ooh, okay, what's happening? So then I go and read. Bangu, your bigs are so enormous, something like that. They said some mean things. I just really don't remember what they said, but like, it was so touching, dude. It was so touching. Can you imagine? I mean, you can't change your boobs. Okay, nowadays you can. I mean, you can go for breast reduction surgery. You can do exercises that can reduce your bust. But like, back then, reducing your boobs, that wasn't possible. So like, I mean, I felt so hurt because I was, mind you, when you're 13 years old, when you're growing, you're still a child, you're still trying to, then you are growing into an adult, a young adult. So you're going through a lot of emotions, you're going through a lot of changes, physical changes, mental changes, the way you think also changes. So and high school on its own was just stress, guys. So yeah, whoever who did that to me like that, honestly, like, I don't want to lie to you. Like, whoever who was behind this bullying thing about, like, this bullying experiences, like, about me in high school, honestly, I don't understand. What were you thinking, my guy? Were you trying to ruin my life? I mean, not that I'm trying to brag or anything, but were you trying to ruin my life? Because look at me right now, I'm still in one piece. But there was this one day where I was like, you know what? Going to school, hella. There was a time when my dad used to drop me off at school. I couldn't leave the house at 6:30. So I mean, where I went to school, there was a lot of traffic. So my mom wouldn't go there. My dad would, because it was on his way going to work. So my dad could see what school. Every time I would look angry, I would just, I wasn't myself. I wasn't free to express myself. I wasn't free to tell my dad what I don't want to go to school. I got my dear address and go school, and I say I don't want to go to school. What would he say to me? Like, he would say, "Girl, are you nuts? You okay? I spent so much money paying for your school fees, and you don't want to go to school." So I decided to suppress it in. Little did I realize that I was damaging my emotional health or myself, because this bullying started from Form 1. I don't know not lie. Throughout from 1 to Form 4, Form 5, because high school from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. I didn't know they offer a program where it says like when you pass your Form 1 and Form 2, you skip Form 3 and you go to Form 4 and then you do Form 5. So instead of you doing Form 3, you do Form 1, Form 2, Form 4, Form 5. No, I didn't skip Form. I mean, when I went to write my interview at the high, I wrote it when I was in standard 6. And mind you, I had skipped as a koa. Anyway, I skipped standard 7 at my primary school in Hillcrest. And my teachers were telling me, no, this girl is smart. She just needs to go to high school. Okay. I decided I'm going to Lahai because my close cousin went to Lahai. So I was like, okay, fine, let me just go there because I know someone that's good at Lahai. But my sister didn't go to Lahai. She went to LKC. So I was like, okay, let me just go to Lahai because I know my cousin there, he will be protecting me. Little did I know that he's doing Form 5. He was very, very, occupied with school and stuff. We didn't literally have time to hang out as well. We only had like a few moments to hang out because like he'd spend most of his time preparing for his IG exams, so like he didn't have time for bonding with me. So okay, Form 1, everything happened. Form 1, you're a new student. Mostly you get bullied by people in the upper grades and stuff. So the bullying that for me personally, I wasn't bullied by people who were like, guys, please forgive my English, grades above me. Form 2, really, I don't remember anything in Form 2. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Form 3, things were getting a bit okay, but yeah. Form 4 was where things were getting worse. Because every day I would come to school, I would hear rumors and rumors and rumors and rumors. Hey, Pangu this, Pangu like this guy. I'm like, my guy, where are you getting these things from? Like, I would hear such stories about me, Pangu kissed this guy. The thing is, I would never go out in high school. When it's home time, I would go home. If people would have parties with their friends at their houses, now I would never get invited. Yeah. Not because they invite me. And meanwhile, someone's there spreading rumors where I kissed the guy. Where did I even meet that guy, first of all? Like, my nigga, are you okay in the head? Anyway, so, like, Form 4, rumors every day. Form 5 was the year I was like, you know what? I think, Form 5 I started term 1 okay. We closed term 1. When I was supposed to go back to school term 2, I didn't want to go back. I was like, you know what? I am sick and tired of the school. I am sick and tired of the school. The reason why I'm saying this is that this school was toxic. I mean, referring back to form, like the day I wrote my interview, Kiskipila standard 7. And amongst all the people I'd written with who were doing standard 6, I was the highest to get, I got the highest mark for the entrance exam. This showed that I had potential in the school. Then when I get into school, what happens? My grades drop. Boom, 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 boom. They just drop like that. And I was like, Kante, what's going on? What is going on? It took me time to tell my parents that, guys, I was being bullied. I was being bullied. There was a time when someone accused me of dating a teacher. You know, I don't know where that story came from. But like, first of all, a teacher and a student. Think about it. Teacher and a student. Do you think it can work? Age difference. Number 2. Honestly. Aye, guys. Honestly, think about it. Think about it. What the hell, you know what? Someone who was behind all my bullying stories. If you are watching this video, honestly, I'm not saying this to threaten you or anything, but you know what? I'm saying this to you. If you're watching this video, you did not manage to bring me down. Instead, you've made me a very strong girl, because right now I can handle situations that I never thought I would be able to handle. Like, honestly, coming to think of it, like, I don't know how I even managed to go through all that. I never even told my parents. It took me a while. And for me to tell my mom, I had to break into tears. I stopped going to Lahai. Form 5, Term 2, 2018. I was supposed to be writing my exams. Teachers didn't want to sign my forms. But yeah, this girl is failing. My grades were going down. I would get D's, E's, F's, G's, and U's. I would get D's, E's, F's, G's, and U's. Grades I never used to get in primary. Grades I never used to think of. The moment I got into that Lahai gate, everything just went blank. Guys, my life was just a mess. You know, I literally had to cry. I was like, Mama, I don't want to go back to school. He's like, why? Nah, I can't. I just can't. So that 2018 year, I get like what it was Nagoya World Cup. So now I was just there watching World Cup, watching Ronaldo play. Okay, fine. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't studying. So I told myself, you know what, I'm done with this school stuff. Because like I was really fed up. Like every day you go to school from at that toxic environment, the same people who are going behind your back saying things about you are the same people who pretend to be your friends. I was like, nah, I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm not going back to that school. So, okay, fine. I'm there at home watching the World Cup, watching Ronaldo play. So after the World Cup, my mom, because we were Christians, we believe in God. So my mom prayed about it. She literally prayed hard. And then it came into her mind that my firstborn went to LKC. So then she was like, okay, let's go visit Mabakaya go LKC. There we are going there. Okay, yeah, we get there. Everything is just, and mind you, we're supposed to go for her business trip in PE, Port Elizabeth, so that she can go meet my aunt. They wanted to launch a business there, but instead, she went to the principal for LKC, Mrs. Bakaya. So I don't remember what they had discussed, but I think I was supposed to have started school the long weekend. There was a long weekend holiday around that period after the World Cup. Yeah, I started after the long weekend after. So my mom literally took the money we were supposed to spend on the airplane tickets to go and pay for development fee for my school. Because then she had like, she doesn't want to ruin my future. God has given me a second chance, because when I went there and I told Miss Bakaya about my bullying experience, she's like, you know what, a lot of students from Lehigh actually come here and tell me the experience that you told me. But at first she thought I was expelled because, it was in the middle of the year and I'm transferring to a different school, like my guy. Yeah, so she was asking me, are you expelled? And I told her no. Then I told her that I was going through a lot of bullying. And every time I would report to the teachers, they wouldn't take me seriously. What do you think? This girl, what are her real intentions? But guys, to be honest, every time I would report bullying cases, No one would do nothing about it. No one did anything. Even the principal himself, Mr. Umen, never did anything about it. There was a time even my dad had to go there and speak to him. You know what? I'm never bringing my child back to the school because she's had enough. She's told us all the bad experiences that she's had, and she doesn't want to go through all that. And you know, yeah, honestly, that was a lot. So guys, you guys may think that, you know, I haven't been through anything. I've been through a lot. I mean, throughout my high school experience, I was bullied, and yeah, I am still standing. But there was a point in time where I was like, I can't take this anymore. I think that was the time when my cousin was us. She found me crying in my room. She asked me, "Kanti, what's wrong?" Then I told her, "Another time, I don't want to go back to school. I know my mom is gonna start shouting at me, why am I refusing to go back to school?" That was before I told my mom, I don't want to go back to school. Before I told my mom about me being bullied, I told her, and I don't know what I'm gonna say to her. Yeah. So, you know what? Just, you know, her presence being there for me, just being her listening to me actually did help. And mind you, I had a close friend then who I was talking to, who would help me and tell me stuff, how to deal with. Every time I'd have a problem, I'd talk to them, and you know, they would help me deal with it. But like, honestly, mind you, that was like in 2017 in Form 4. Even though the bullying wasn't as bad as in Form 1. But trust me, it was there. But I don't remember a lot of things because I've forgotten. But guys, if anyone who's watching this video and is feeling like we can't relate, sis, I'm here. I can relate. I totally understand how you feel. Because like, dude, bullying is the pits, my guy. So we just went through the types of bullying and having to explain all my experiences and how I managed to tackle that bullying situation. I hope you guys benefited from my experience, because like, honestly, I may look like a person who has not bullied, but that I have been broken, guys. I have been broken. Those who are there with me know what I'm talking about. I would always, every time at break or lunch, I would be there sitting alone because I was tired. I didn't know who to hang out with. Honestly, I just didn't know. So yeah, now we're going to go to the effects of bullying. What does bullying actually do? So the effects of bullying, I'm going to read out the effects of bullying, and then I'm going to explain and kind of relate my situation, like that. So it says bullying can affect everyone, those who are bullied and those who bully, and those who witness bullying, those who see it happening every day. So kids who are bullied, they suffer from depression or anxiety, increased feeling of sadness, loneliness, changes in sleep and eating patterns. The first bullet point I'm reading here from the section that says kids who are bullied, I think depression, not even depression, anxiety. I was always angry at everyone in the house. I would always be angry or just not talk to anyone. Like, it was that bad. So like, before I proceed, I forgot to read the first sentence. It says kids who are bullied can experience negative physical, social, emotional, and mental health issues. That's how serious it can be. Mental health issues, my guy. Yeah. So normally people who are bullied, they suffer from depression, anxiety. Basically, that's what it's saying. Then I was suffering from insomnia. Every time people would go to bed, I would just be there on my phone, like, am I gonna be able to sleep? My insomnia started from this whole thing. People who've been hearing me saying I'm suffering from insomnia, my insomnia is coming from here, guys. Even my eating patterns, I would eat a lot of food. I think I was overweight. I was overweight. You could actually see, hey, this girl is fat. But not really, but like, I just felt heavy, at that time. Everything I used to enjoy doing was just boring to me. It's just, yeah. Health complaints, no, I didn't have health complaints, not that much. Decreased academic achievement, that one, yeah. My grades were going down. From those nice high grades I was getting in Form 1 to those U's I was getting in Form 4, Form 5. The time I should be pulling up my socks, now I'm going down. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Yeah, honestly, I would always miss school because I'd be like, why is it worth it going back to that school? I mean, going back to those people who are going to bully me, was it worth it? Like, honestly, it was a lot. Anyways, kids who bully others. These ones that they don't have a life. Kids who bully others. They engage in violent or other risky behaviors into adulthood. We're talking about things like alcohol abuse. We're talking about things like getting into fights or alcohol or drug abuse, getting into fights, vandalizing property, and dropping out of school. Engaging in early sexual activity, and traffic citations as adults. Be abusive towards their romantic partners, spouses, or children as adults. Those people who beat up their spouses, so guys, let's try and prevent things that we can like stop doing, like bullying. How do you think someone who's being bullied feels? Like, honestly, how much think about it? The bystanders, the people who witness bullying. So what are they most likely to suffer from? They have increased use of drugs or tobacco and alcohol. They also have mental problems, including depression, and they also skip school. So I can read you guys, towards the beginning of my video, I was saying as a child, and a girl named Lufuno from Limpopo province committed suicide. Now we're going to discuss about the relationship between bullying and suicide. So media reports often link bullying with suicide. However, most youths who are bullied do not have thoughts of suicide or engage in suicidal behavior. Most youths who are bullied do not have thoughts of suicide. Although kids who are bullied are at risk of suicide, bullying alone is not the cause. Do you guys hear what that sentence is saying? Those kids who are bullied are at risk of committing suicide. Not because of them being bullied, but there are other things that are affecting them. So we're talking about things like that can contribute to those suicidal things. Depression, problems at home, and trauma history. So this risk, please pay attention to this last statement. This risk can be increased further when these kids are not supported by parents, peers, and schools. Bullying can make an unsupportive situation worse. I'm going to reread that sentence again because I didn't read it properly. It says, this can be increased further when kids are not supported by parents, peers, and schools. Bullying can make an unsupportive situation worse. So guys, if you know someone who's being bullied, please go palaba supporting. Like, honestly, not for me, it took me a while to open up to my parents, to tell them that I'm being bullied. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't. Especially that mine wasn't physical. It was social and emotional and verbal. Physical, you can see. It's a wound. You have it. After 2 weeks, it's gone. Emotional, we're talking about the heart, your emotions, your feelings, how you relate with other people. We're talking about your most precious inner self, your feelings, your qualities, you as a person, because your emotions make you as a person. They formulate your personality. They make you who you are. They define you. And there are people out there who have the guts to attack you because of that. I mean, honestly, guys, let's think about it. So guys, this was the message I wanted to put across. And to all the kids out there who are going through bullying and haven't told their parents, guys, this is the time to tell your parents, Mommy, I'm being bullied. I know it's not easy to tell your parents you are being bullied, but at some point they have to know or you're being bullied. I mean, bullying is something that's very serious. Like I'm saying, my bullying wasn't physical, but you could see, my parents could read it off. At some point they could say, no, I wasn't happy. You know, jolly, happy, mad, you know. So, like guys, I hope this message, parents who are watching this video, please make time to talk to your children. Ask them how their day at school was. If they're not happy, ask them what's the problem. Find out. Be close with your children. I know there's a tendency where African parents don't like being close to their children, but that should stop, guys, because we need parents in our lives. We need parents in our lives. We need their guidance. They have experience. But mama, how did you overcome this thing? In as much as that bullying back then wasn't as bad as now, you can even be bullied on the internet, cyberbullying. I mean, honestly, but at least talk to them. Tell them how you feel. Mama, I'm not happy. Mama, I'm depressed. I'm stressed. Talk to them, guys. And parents, please be ready to listen to your children, because honestly, it's not easy. You know, if you see your child coming to you and telling you that, just know that you are the luckiest parent on earth. Or your child has had the confidence to tell you that. Now you know how long it took me. Those 5 years of completing high school. Exam. So they were wasting, they were paying school fees and I wasn't doing well. Like, dude, did that end me? No. Where am I now? I'm preparing to start university. I mean, guys, come on, guys. So I hope you guys take this bullying thing seriously. And another thing before I end this video, please, can we please stop attacking people for who they are? Yeah. Can we please stop attacking people for who they are? Don't judge and say, simama wena. Instead of you talking about another person, look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and see, what am I perfect? What do people don't like about? Reflect. Put yourself in other people's shoes. How you treat people, how you relate with people. Like, honestly, you know, this bullying has to stop. Anyways, before I end my live video, so I wanted to let you guys know that I know I had mentioned that from today onwards I'll be using the name Janelle. I'm just gonna give you guys the reason why I decided to change. So throughout my high school, from primary and my high school years, I've been using my first name, Bangu. So I've decided that in order for me to forget about all of this stuff and move on, I just felt like, you know, I should just change my name, use a different name. And I felt like using a different name could give me a fresh start in life. And if you guys follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you guys know business. That's also one of the reasons why. And also for preference hela. Not that I'm not a big fan of African names. No lie. I'm an African, but like, dude, I'm a white woman trapped in black skin. If you can put it like that. So like, yeah, so the main reason why I switched from my first name Bangu to Janelle is because I wanted to forget my high school experiences. Me Bangu ke mang? Harna Bangu go hana re itse Janelle. Ha go te ke kopa go mmona ebe ke tlhagala ba ke wena ke re no a ka ntse gore ke tla hella kae. Those same people who bullied you are the ones who are going to be asking for le bahiri. I wouldn't do that. I'm a nice person. I would never let people suffer like that. I'm not evil like that. So yeah, guys, so this was what I had for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed my vlog or my video, I can't say a vlog because like it's a video. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed my video and it was of benefit to you guys, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching this video. And if you're a new subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the gang and click on the notification bell. So this is all I had for you guys today. I know you guys are probably wondering why I'm shooting a video at this time of the day. Today I had a lot of things to do. We had a lot of errands to do, and this was the only time and chance I got to shoot. So please bear in mind and please forgive me for that. If you guys would love me to continue shooting my videos at night, I don't mind. But if you guys are flexible, that's also good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my video and have yourself a lovely day. Bye.